Okay, I normally give predictions about UAE and the world. Today, let me give you predictions about my line of work, YouTube. I'm on YouTube, right? And I share videos with you. So let me share with you a couple of predictions that I know and believe will happen with regards to my work. Okay, I'll give you 5 of them and let's see how many of it makes sense. So these are the 5. Number 1, my first prediction is there will be plenty of plenty of people who will jump on the YouTube bandwagon, plenty of people who will have channels. I feel that it's going to quadruple, almost 4 times more. Every person is going to start a YouTube channel. Every individual is going to have video or something. Okay, they're going to start online. Everyone's going to have a channel, whether it's tech or whether it is personal branding or whether it's expertise, whatever. Okay, that's my first prediction. The second one is I feel there will be a lot more personal branding experts, resume rebranding experts, interview experts, job hunting websites, news sites. In fact, I'll go one step further and tell you what I'm doing. There will be more people who will be doing this. Like I report on UAE, plenty of people will be there. Okay, that's my second prediction. So there are going to be many new channels. So get braced for that. Number 3, third prediction. These guys, some of them will be better than me. Without a doubt, they'll be better than me. Their production value will be higher than mine. Their subscriber base will explode. I wouldn't be surprised if they even get like 100,000 or 200,000, even 500,000. Okay, they'll get more than me. Okay, and they'll do a much better job than I do. Okay, that's number 3. Number 4 is many of my subscribers will leave. Many of my subscribers will stop following me. Many of them will start going to these other channels. Many of them will say, Loy is finished. Okay, so that's number 4. Number 5 is there will be personal attacks on me. Lots of them. They'll be like, what the fuck is talking? People will put up videos talking about me, discrediting me, making fun of me. Plenty of stuff. It'll happen on YouTube also, I believe. Okay, that's number 5. So these are the top 5 things which I predict immediately are going to happen. Okay, but then let me give you another added 5 of what have I planned since all this is going to happen. Number 1, I've started rebranding myself. Number 2 is I'm very much aware that if I don't improve, I don't survive. Number 3 is I'm ensuring that my revenue base is not based on YouTube. Number 4 is, which will surprise you, I've decided to increase my prices. Okay, increase my prices on everything. And number 5 is I've decided to kind of like make it more exclusive in terms of how people can get in touch with me. Okay, now these are the 5 steps from rebranding myself to adding more value. Now, how does that impact the 5 predictions that I give you? Or why is it that I'm not too concerned or worried? See, I'll be lying to you if I tell you that I'm not worried. We all have to be worried. We all have to be worried. We all have to have job insecurity. Now, even what I do is a job. It's not like this is not a job. It's work. Okay? And if you look at the history of YouTube channels, all the legends who were there before, like who joined YouTube when it started, from Boogie 98218, I think. Then there was a guy who used to give, I think, video updates or game updates. There are some who are still there, like Franco, I can't get his name, Franco, then PewDiePie and Markiplier. These guys are, you're talking of having 36 million 100 million followers. It's big. You're talking of big numbers. Okay, now I'm never going to reach that level. Let's be realistic. Never going to reach it. I'll be surprised even if I get 100,000 followers. Okay, because for that kind of growth, you need to be committed. It's not going to come in easy. Okay. Now I'll be lying to you that if I tell you I'm not worried. Yes, I am worried. Okay, and it's a good thing, because when you're worried, you work hard. Okay. So the first things first is, am I worried? Yes, of course I am. But now, what are the 5 things? What are the 5 things that are on my mind? Number 1 is, when you have so many people who jump in, it's actually good. It's actually good because it creates competition, gives variety. But now when you have so many people who come in, what it's going to do is, it'll give a lot of variety, it'll give a lot of options, it'll be good for everyone. But this is the honeymoon phase. It's the beginning. It's like the property boom. Everyone will jump into it. Everybody will have a YouTube channel. Everyone will be a YouTuber. Everyone will, want to make it big. And there'll be people who will really spend in money. There will be people who will take their hard-earned money. They will be crowd-funded. I wouldn't be surprised if they literally, some of them even have like $100,000 or more than that invested in their channel. Fine. And I'll tell you firsthand, they will do better than me. Okay? But I'll tell you where they will fail. This is a marathon. This is not a sprint. Most of these people, when they jump in, they will see very fast success. Initially, of course, when you're starting from scratch, from 0 to 1,000, they'll see easy subscribers. 1,000 to 5,000, easy subscribers. 10,000, 100,000. Okay. However, after a certain point, the growth, once it goes up, then it starts reaching a curve, and once it plateaus, okay, that is where the excitement vanishes. So you could say roughly 2 to 3 years, the excitement will vanish. Okay. But after that comes, number 1, maintaining the flow. Second one is maintaining talent. Number 3 is maintaining competition. Number 4 is maintaining costs. Number 5, maintaining the revenue model. And last, if not the least, maintaining profitability. Now, this is where the problems will start. See, when starting a new channel, anyone can start here. It's like starting up a new business. You start a new business, have a nice office, have a nice decor, have nice new staff, give an amazing experience. All that is fine. Initial, everyone comes and this, but very soon the novelty dies off. When the novelty dies off, then begins a daily grind. And that is where, either the staff, it's very hard to maintain talent, very hard to manage. And at some point, when there are so many competitors, people will, stop sponsoring, or they'll stop participating. And then what happens after the 2 to 3 year mark? People start finding it hard. Within the 5th year, out of 100 people who started, 80 will close down. 80 will shut down, or they'll be like, nah, I can't do this. It's like one of those hot chili eating competitions. Everyone eats one chili at a time, then one by one they start dropping out. Initially they all are strong. Then in the end, last there'll be 2 or 3, then there'll be 2, last there'll be only 1. So in these next 5 years, you're going to see all these guys come in, high production value, jazz and growth and everything. But after some time, it'll go this way, then it'll come here, then one by one they'll start dropping off. When they start dropping off, people will find other avenues, other projects. Maybe they'll compete within themselves, they'll disagree within themselves. And last, what will remain? Out of the 100 channels, 20 will remain. And out of the 20, further on, say 6 years, or there'll be only 5 left. So out of 100, only 5. And those 5 will be just the small players, will not be even the big ones, because the big ones will say, this is not worth my time. It'll be 5 small players. If they will be a big one, there'll be just maybe 1 in 10,000. 1 in 10,000. Okay, that's the first one. The second thing is, if people like me don't innovate, if we don't rebrand, if we don't grow, we are going to die out. So the question is, what will help me sustain and survive? Number one is, my revenue model is not based on YouTube. Because if it was based on YouTube, I'd be in deep trouble. Second one is, I predict that YouTube will lower down its revenue sharing, which will make it harder for people to sustain and survive. Because Google, end of the day, is accountable to its shareholders and the guys at the top. So I've never based my revenue model on YouTube. I based it on other value-added factors. The second thing is, what will help me survive and sustain is my reputation, which has been over the long term. Yes, people will lose interest watching videos. They'll be kind of bored looking at the same guy talking the same thing, same tattoos. There will be a break in between. People may not watch as many videos of mine as well, but they'll eventually come back. The loyal fans will stay there, you know. Third one is, I'll be making more money, not through YouTube, but through the premier clients. Okay, not the price conscious clients. The price conscious clients will keep jumping. The free clients will go and get their freebies. I'm talking of the people who really, you know, it's like, for example, I'm just giving an example. Rolls-Royce is not meant for everyone. Getting a handcrafted shoe, handcrafted watch is not meant for everyone. But they still exist, they survive, and it's a very niche crowd. Maybe 0.00001% of the world knows about it. And, you know, it's not for popular vote, it's not for the masses. So even if you may not know about it, doesn't mean it doesn't exist. So I'm going to be for those people. The next one is, in the end, after, you know, all this, you can say like a war. It's like the battle to sustain and survive. There'll be all these people who had the experience, they came and they vanished, but only few will survive. I would like to believe I will survive, because, you know, I guess I don't have any other option other than this. But I think what will make it unique is my own personality, my style of doing things. Not high production value. The thing that makes my content stand out is not the jazz, not the production value. It's a heart-to-heart approach. It's like the no-nonsense, you know, connection that you have. So it'll be like, okay, we can get high production value. We can get a beautiful girl standing there, blonde, who's talking yay and this and that, and all. But that disconnect will be there. And eventually people who have that connection with me, they will continue, they will stick. So the hardcore fans will stick, the foundation will stick. But the people who are passers-by, they'll come, they'll go, they'll come, they'll go. And these are the kinds of people who are passers-bys for anybody. That is why they are like these, they're like the wind, you know. If there's a sale here, they'll run here. There's a sale there, they'll run there. They don't care. They're not loyal to anyone. If there's a beautiful girl here today, they'll run here. If there's a free product there, they'll run there. So they don't give a fuck. That loyalty factor is not there. So my prediction for the coming next 5 years, for the YouTube landscape for myself, my line of work, there'll be plenty of YouTubers who will jump up. Plenty of competitors who will come up. Plenty of people who will try my line of work, who will try to be what I'm doing. Or end of the day, there is only one tattooed guy. You can also tattoo yourself, but you cannot get Loy Machedo. So I'm not going to be very big. I'm not going to be very small. I'll grow gradually. In between, you'll see me disappear with all the crowd and all the noise and everyone. And people say, Loy is finished. But after 5 years, you'll see this tortoise, hare and tortoise. You remember the story? Still walking, still making his videos after all of them gone. And eventually they'll come back to me. And I'm going to be there, slightly a little older, but wiser. And you'll be like, fuck, you're still there. Yeah. Hi, doggy. And it'll not be anything great, but it'll always be good to have a familiar face. So that's my prediction. That's what I feel. Many new players will come and go, many competitors. But in the end, after the dust settles down, for all the jazz, everything, we'll have only the core members left. That is my prediction. Let me know what you think. Hey, doggy. Doggy. Let me know what you think. This is me signing off. Guys, take care.
You know why I want this fucking job? You know why the I want a job? Fucking because I'm the only fucking person who wants this fucking job. That's why I want this job.
Stop getting the wrong advice. Ensure you get the right skills for the right job for jobs in the Middle East. Contact Loy Machedo.